Alexander Dixon, not his real name, is the third child of his parents, a second-year engineering student who was not able to meet the minimum requirement of the KNUST fees credit and debt management policy.
One of the students here, and he has also received the message from the university, and this is how the message reads: "Dear student, your program has been deferred as you have not met the minimum requirement of the KNUST fees credit and debt management policy." And so he has received the message from the university, and we would like to find out from him what has been the challenge, why he was not able, or he has not been able to pay the fees. I mean, you have been given a very long period. I mean, you've gone for vacation for some weeks or even months to prepare and come back to school. What has been the challenge? Why have you not been able to pay your school fees?
During the vacation, I went to Accra and I got myself into some construction business. So I was following people around for something to do, and thanks to God I got something small, and I wasn't having laptop, so I decided that I will buy laptop from the money, and the rest I'll use it to make payment of my school fees. But unfortunately my mother got sick, so I had to give some of the money to her for her medical treatment. After incurring all these costs, I realized that I have nothing on me, so I couldn't make the minimum payment that I wanted to do.
Alexander is not alone in this challenge. There are a couple of students who have difficulty paying their fees, but there are others too who can afford but have used their fees to gamble. Speaker of Parliament for KNUST Students' Parliament, Shamuna Suleiman Magani, says betting is a widespread canker on the university's campus.
It's obvious that there are some students that had problems of paying their fees, and some students used their fees, allegedly used their fees for gambling, which the university really frowns to. But the fact of the matter is that must we generalize this qualitative judgment? This is a judgmental assertion that cannot be taken on a general notice. There are students that are genuinely poor.
Shamuna says the decision of the KNUST to defer students owing fees will affect them psychologically. He, however, appeals to the university to soften its decision on the students.
As a student leader, I know in this particular condition, the university management is right, because the university as it is now spends several amounts of money in running the university. So the university equally needs money to run this particular institution. So I don't have any stance to blame the university on the policy. But the fact of the matter is that we are not in normal times. Post the ravages of COVID-19, and also the UTAG strike has imposed a lot on the student body. So we are calling on the university to consider an extension of the deadlines.
His appeal is reiterated by Joseph Harry Taxin, a second-year law student.
Some of them didn't even come for lectures, so some are even missing out on lectures already. But ideally, I think that some are still soliciting for funds, but then they just need time. They just need time. So that's what we are urging, that the school authorities will at least listen to the grievances of the students. I just want to plead with the university management to kindly consider their decision, and also give them room to make payment for as such.
Over 6,000 students at the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology have been asked to defer their programs. The students were unable to meet the minimum requirement under the credit and debt management policy for the university fees. The university had sent reminders to students to pay at least 70% of fees by April 7, 2022 to avoid automatic deferment. A report by Mohammed NURUDEEN.